All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Lalema Aneja Dang. The headlines. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman says the budget 2019-2020 is aimed at 10-year vision and 5-year target for every sector. Government to invest in a big way in developing infrastructure in both agriculture and allied farm sector. Industry bodies, economic experts, NRIs and chief ministers of various states hail the union budget. Mixed reactions emerge from India Inc. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to launch BJP's nationwide membership drive in Varanasi today. In the ICC Cricket World Cup, Pakistan beat Bangladesh by 94 runs at Lord's. Today, India plays Sri Lanka and Australia take on South Africa. And in Canada Open Badminton, Parupalli Kashyap and Saurabh Verma to play the quarterfinals today. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has said budget 2019-2020 is aimed at 10-year vision and 5-year target for every sector. Talking to AIR after presenting her budget, Ms. Sitharaman said it lays emphasis on the overall development of the economy. She said government is taking all policy reform measures in a dedicated way. The minister said the budget clearly indicates that behavioral economics has actually worked in India.
Behavioral economics, which is a very meagerly talked about area, has actually worked in India. It's a standing example of how, where subsidies went, we were able to nudge people to change their behavior. And as a result, what came back by voluntary giving back was able to be diverted to the more deserving and needy. Now, if behavioral patterns are the ones with which we can work, we prove through Swachh Bharat Abhiyan that it is possible. Again, proving it through public participation is the way in which people have taken to understanding what is Ayushman Bharat.
Earlier, addressing newsmen in New Delhi, the finance minister said the budget has focused on rural initiatives and making urban living better. She said that non-banking financial companies, NBFCs, are a critical component of Indian banking system and the government has adopted a comprehensive approach for NBFC financing. Ms. Sitharaman said that proposal of 70,000 crore rupees capital investment in public sector banks will help them make lending easy. She said startups have been given a whole set of tax benefits which will enable them to do their business with much better ease. Ms. Sitharaman said the budget has taken care of the needs of all segments without denying anybody. Presenting the budget in the Lok Sabha, the finance minister said that it focuses on taking the country to newer heights. Ms. Sitharaman said, aiming to double farmers' income by 2022, the government will invest in a big way in developing infrastructure in both agriculture and allied farm sector and encourage private entrepreneurs in food processing.
We will support private entrepreneurship in driving value addition to farmers' produce from the field and from those from allied activities too, like bamboo, like timber from the hedges and also for generating renewable energy. Dairying through cooperatives shall also be encouraged by creating infrastructure for cattle feed manufacturing, milk procurement, processing and marketing.
Ms. Sitharaman said to harness potential in the fisheries sector, the government proposed a Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana to establish a robust fisheries management framework and check gaps in the value chain. She also proposed setting up of 10,000 new farmer-producer organizations to ensure economies of scale for farmers over the next 5 years.
The government will work with state governments to allow farmers to benefit from e-NAM. The Agricultural Produce Marketing Cooperatives Act should not hamper farmers from getting a fair price for their produce. Ease of doing business and ease of living both should apply to farmers too. And we shall go back to basics on one count. Zero budget farming may not be a new thing. We need to replicate this innovative model through which In a few states, farmers are already being trained in this practice. Steps such as this can help in doubling our farmers' income in time for our 75th year of independence.
The budget 2019-2020 has been hailed by the industry bodies, economic experts, union ministers, chief ministers of various states and NRIs. ASSOCHAM President B.K. Goenka said the budget is a mega investment-oriented initiative with a strong focus on scaling up rural infrastructure and demand along with a slew of tax simplification measures aimed at boosting growth. Talking to reporters in New Delhi, Mr. Goenka said initiatives like e-assessment, interchangeability of PAN and Aadhaar, and digital payment will make a big difference to taxpayers. NABARD Chairman H.K. Bhanwala said budget proposal for zero-budget farming will help millions of farmers cut down their input cost and practice sustainable agriculture. In an exclusive interview to All India Radio News, Secretary and CSI Praveen Srivastav said the budget looks at the informal side of the economy and is trying to shift the informal part to the formal part. Revenue Secretary Dr. A.B. Pandey has said that the budget 2019-2020 is a progressive budget and looks over major areas of concern. Chairman of Central Board of Direct Taxes, Pramod Chandra Modi, explained the focus of budget on the taxation. He too welcomed the budget. Chief Executive of Bombay Stock Exchange, Ashish Kumar Chauhan, said the budget provides a blueprint to promote overall growth as it outlines several new reform initiatives. However, mixed reactions emerged from India Inc. Chairman of the Piramal Group, Ajay Piramal, said the intent to provide housing for all by 2022 has the potential not just for growth in downstream sectors such as cement and steel, but also for overall job creation. Chairman of the Raymond Group, Gautam Singhania, said the budget has attempted to address the concerns of various stakeholders from agriculture to the social sector, industry, youth and women. Veteran industrialist Adi Godrej, chairman of the Godrej Group, expressed disappointment, saying the budget was not growth-oriented. Chairman of Mahindra Holidays, Arun Nanda, too believed that the budget has failed to address the biggest challenge of job creation. A number of non-resident Indians in the UAE gave a thumbs up to the budget. Our West Asia correspondent has filed this report.
Several NRI businessmen, service professionals and homemakers in UAE largely welcomed the budget and said that this budget will take the Indian growth story to a different level. But it is the simplification of the process by which Aadhaar can be made by the NRIs came as a huge relief to them. It has been a long-standing issue with the Indian expats here. While B.R. Shetty of NMC Healthcare called it a dawn of new India, Yusuf Ali of the Lulu Group said the first budget of Modi II government has very efficiently covered almost all critical sectors, which will surely boost India's march towards becoming a $5 trillion economy. For Rizwan Sarjan, Chairman Danube, and Dr. Azad Mupin, Chairman of Aster Group, the Aadhaar card on arrival for NRIs can be a game changer. Kanchan Prasad, AIR News, Dubai.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. The birth anniversary of BJP icon and the founder of Bharatiya Janasangh, Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, is being observed today. He was born on the 6th of July 1901 in Kolkata. He was a prominent Indian politician, barrister and academician and served as the Minister for Industry and Supply in former Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru's cabinet. On the occasion, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will launch Bharatiya Janata Party's nationwide membership drive from Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh. Mr. Modi will also address around 5,000 party workers at Deen Dayal Upadhyay Trade Facilitation Centre in Bada Lalpur. Apart from launching the membership drive, the Prime Minister will also kickstart a plantation drive. It will be Mr. Modi's second visit to the constituency after winning the Lok Sabha elections. Here's a report.
After reaching at Babatpur Airport of Varanasi this morning, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will first unveil the statue of former Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri. Modi will then reach Harahua at Panchkosi Marg and launch the plantation drive Anand Kanan by planting a sapling there. Prime Minister will then move to Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Trade Facilitation Center in Bada Lalpur, where he will launch the membership drive, which targets to make 36 lakh new members in the state. Heavy security arrangements have been put in place for PM's visit. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Varanasi.
Union Home Minister and BJP National President Amit Shah will begin the membership drive of the party in Hyderabad. He will also attend a state-level meeting with the BJP leaders at Shamshabad. About 5,000 leaders in charge of membership drive are expected to attend the meeting from Hyderabad, Rangareddy and Medchal districts in Telangana. In Uttar Pradesh, moderate to heavy rains at some places during the last 24 hours have given relief to the people from the scorching heat in the state. Many places, including Jhansi, Bareilly, Hamirpur, Kanpur, Agra, along with capital city Lucknow, experienced rains with gusty winds. Monsoon precipitations have brought the temperature several degrees below normal at many places. On the fifth day of the ongoing Amarnath Yatra, over 16,700 devotees paid obeisance at the holy cave yesterday. The Shrine Board sources said that over 67,200 yatris had darshan of the Shivling at the holy cave last evening. This year, the annual 46-day Yatra started on July the 1st and will conclude on August the 15th, coinciding with Raksha Bandhan and Shravan Purnima. Army Chief General Bipin Rawat has released a Kargil tribute song to honor, salute and pay homage to the Kargil martyrs and war veterans. The song was released at a function organized in New Delhi yesterday as part of the celebration of the 20th anniversary of Kargil Vijay Divas on the 26th of this month. In the ICC Cricket World Cup, Pakistan defeated Bangladesh by 94 runs at Lord's last night. Electing to bat first after winning the toss, Pakistan made 315 for the loss of 9 wickets in the stipulated 50 overs. In reply, Bangladesh were all out for 221 in 44.1 overs. Today, India will play Sri Lanka at the Headingley in Leeds at 3 p.m. and Australia take on South Africa in Manchester at 6 in the evening. In Canada Open Badminton Super 100 tournament in Calgary, Parupalli Kashyap and Saurabh Verma will play their quarterfinals today. Kashyap will take on France's Lucas Clairbout, while Saurabh will lock horns with Li Shifeng of China. The duo dished out gritty performances to progress to the men's singles quarterfinals yesterday. Sixth seed Kashyap defeated China's Renpeng Bo, while reigning national champion Saurabh beat another Chinese Sun Fie Xiang. In the Wimbledon Tennis Championships, David Sharan kept the Indian interest alive by entering the men's doubles pre-quarterfinals with partner Marcelo de Molina, quelling a spirited fight from Sander Giele and Joran Viejan. Battling hard for over 3 hours, Sharan and his Brazilian partner eked out a 7-6, 5-7, 7-6, 6-4 win over the Belgian pair. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to V. Ravi Kumar.
Thank you, Lalima. Quite expectedly, it's yesterday's union budget by the country's first lady full-time finance minister, Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman, which makes for front-page news in all newspapers today. Rights, duties and 5 trillion hopes, headlines the Hindustan Times. 3.3% deficit targeted in 2020. The AsianAid says, low on populism, budget aims to spur growth with rural focus. Budget takes economy to semi-final, is the Economic Times headline. Sitharaman bets on easier credit, not fiscal boost for faster growth, says the report. Stress on zero-budget farming, allocation hiked, reports the Statesman. The Hindu Business Line reports that there was no drama, no tension, except for the loud cheer that erupted from women members for Ms. Sitharaman being the first full-time lady finance minister to present the budget. The other stories covered by papers are Haryana farmers sowing HTBT cotton in Hisar defying government, Nalini, the Rajiv Gandhi assassination accused, getting 30 days parole, removal of CBI's additional director M. Rao, and final arrival of monsoon in Delhi. And with that, it's back to you, Lalima.
Thank you, Ravi. Now the headlines again. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman says the budget 2019-2020 is aimed at 10-year vision and 5-year target for every sector. Industry bodies, economic experts, NRIs and chief ministers of various states hailed the Union Budget. Mixed reactions emerged from India Inc. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to launch BJP's nationwide membership drive in Varanasi today. In the ICC Cricket World Cup, Pakistan beat Bangladesh by 94 runs. At Lords today, India plays Sri Lanka and Australia take on South Africa. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.